Dog ate my cross stitch, you guys.
Look at this.
Ah!
Words.
Words.
We both have this issue, right?
Hi there. Welcome to the Notorious Needle. I'm Sarah. I'm the designer.
I'm Bridget. I'm the mom.
And on this channel, we talk about cross stitch.
And stuff.
Usually it is not safe for work cross stitch and maybe not little ears. And sometimes we talk about current events from a liberal perspective and how that affects our stitching. So be forewarned.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so first I wanted to start with your comments from the previous video. I missed those in the previous video and I apologize.
So are you doing the comments from the previous two videos?
No, just the one, because there's a lot. So
okay.
I really like it. Let's see. Tyra wrote, the dollar store, excuse me, it's now the $1.25 store, which I'm still mad about, by the way. Yeah, me too, Tyra.
Except, well, in all fairness, now that they're the $1.25 store, I'm seeing stuff of a little bit better quality. So
all right.
I'm not as upset. I'm not as upset.
If you say so. Beverly Gardam wrote, I tried invisible thread, but not for me. I used Nemo thread, and it comes in different colors for beading.
Nemo.
Well, or maybe Nymo, N-Y-M-O.
I'll have to look for that.
Yeah.
Unless well, it depends how much beading is in my future. I still have to bead father-son.
She also wrote, love your finish with the lady. She is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Mother Moon, yeah. It came out really nice. Katie, I think it's Katie. Katie Sutherland wrote, you inspired me to start Mother Moon. Yours is stunning. It is really pretty.
I aim to
enable.
No, enable.
No. Oh yeah,
I'm a bad influence.
We're
That's
enablers here.
Right. I'm the bad influence.
Right.
My job here is done.
Penny Tuck wrote, Bridget, your Mother Moon is awesome. Sarah, you're killing me with the pandemic. I still want to get back to mine, but I can't get behind on this blanket cowl or I'll never finish it. And it's big enough now to take most of my crafty time with each week's installment. Also have a couple of other cross stitch projects I would really like to finish for holiday gifts and so many pretties. So little time. I need 6 arms and the winning lottery ticket. Amen.
I hear you.
I would like 2 more days in the week, please. I want a 4-day weekend. I'll work 5 days, but I need a 4-day weekend.
At least.
Yeah. Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal. Her name is Deborah. She wrote, you have inspired me to maybe pick up pandemic again. LOL. And that Mother Moon is stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Deborah, I would love to see your pandemic.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking about the pandemic. I'm still thinking.
You're thinking about it? It's a lot. Well, they have other. We should go through their patterns. They have other ones that are a lot fewer pages. They're still involved, but they're not like 20 pages.
Well, at this point, I have enough. What do they call? I just learned a new word. I'll tell you after. Anyway, Go ahead.
Dawn, it's Biederman, maybe Biederman. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Sure, you guys have been very productive. Those Santas. I also love the color choices for the long dog. Inspiring. I love that alphabet book. Suggestion. So she says, I use size 28 needles for beading. Fits seed beads just fine, so if you want to go back to floss, that will work. I agree that the invisible floss is tough. Half the time it's hard to see, and my knot at the needle loosens, and it's so frustrating. I think the end result is worth it, but it's not for everyone. Yeah, good point, Dawn.
I will try the 28s. I think, do I have 28s? Yeah, I do. I have 28s. I'll try them. But I thought I did try them. If I remember correctly, I tried because I tried the smallest needles I have.
Yeah, and you think they might be 28s?
I think they're 28s. They're in my needle book. So once I take them out of the case, I put them in the needle book. I put them on, like, each size is on a different page, but I don't mark the page what size it is.
Oh. You don't really need to know the exact. I mean, if it
fits, it fits.
You test it out. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, you move on to the next needle.
Pretty much.
Sycamore Stitches wrote, when I bead, I find that the diamond painting trays work really well for pouring the beads into. It also makes it easy to pour them back into the little bags. Bridget, maybe little buttons would be better than beads for the shirt. Probably wash better too. That's a good point.
I have buttons. Oh, that is a good idea. Oh no, you don't. I have a jar.
The light just went bing.
From my from my mother-in-law, my current mother-in-law who has passed, I ended up with her jar of buttons. Like the woman saved every button off every shirt that she ever cut up for a quilt or whatever. And I have tons of them. And some of them are really interesting and I didn't know what to do with them. I made them onto a button shirt for the bird.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, it's an idea.
I remember.
You'll see that shirt later.
Yeah. Oh, today? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Joe Hobbs wrote, so happy to get to watch you both before I go to work. And Bridget, hope you feel better soon. I hate having a root canal. Don't we all?
Well, I've got the temporary crown in now. And it feels like there's a piece of gum stuck to my tooth. So.
Oh.
Yeah, in early December I'll get the permanent one and then we will see.
We will see.
I hope it was worth the money, let me just tell you. My dental doesn't cover that quite yet.
So before we usually start with Stitchy Stuff, but before we get to Stitchy Stuff, I would just like to remind you that the Notorious Needle Black Friday sale is on. Woo!
Yes.
Everything on the site and everything on the Etsy store is 40% off. If you sign up to become a VIP, you get, the email notifications every time I do like a tutorial words. But you also get a 20% off coupon. So you can get 40% off on the website during the Black Friday sale and an additional 20% off. And the sale runs Monday, November 21st, which this video will probably be out after that, through Cyber Monday, which is November 28th this year. Oh, and, oops, I forgot. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Also, during the Black Friday sale, you can get this pattern for free. It says, done is better than perfect.
Looks familiar.
Bridget designed this one as a reminder to me that I don't have to let perfectionism hold me back. So temporarily, this pattern will be free during the Black Friday sale until Cyber Monday, November 28th. And after that, it will resume its normal $5 price.
Cool.
It's cute.
It is cute. And it's
only on the website, though. I can't do that on Etsy.
Yeah, so you'll have to go to the website.
I have to go to the website for that one. But not everybody likes to shop on, a small business website. Some people feel better shopping on like Etsy or something. So there's also 40% off on the Etsy store if you'd like to go check it out.
But Etsy doesn't let you double dip.
Etsy does not let you double dip, so you can't use your VIP discount in addition to the sale. It's just the sale.
Yeah, so save more money, go to the website.
I mean, they do, but you have to pay extra for it. It's dumb. Just go to the website. Yeah. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to say about that. Let's get to Stitchy Stuff.
Awesome.
Okay, what have you got, Bridget?
Okay, for new Stitchy Stuff, I have this month's Be Stitch Me,
Ooh. Fabric
of the Month Club, and I get the neutrals, and I get it in Ada. It's 18 count. It's called Gray Magic.
Oh.
And I like it's more blue, I think, than gray.
It's a little bit blue, but it's nice. It's like a blue-gray.
And you know those two witchy patterns that I got at StitchCon might look really good on those. I did not get Mirabilia.
What were the witchy ones you got?
Double Boil in Trouble or something like that. Yeah, Bubble, Here Comes Trouble. Okay. I don't know. But I like this because I think that green would pop on this, purple would pop on this, orange would pop on this because of the gray. So
and it looks kind of like a dark and cloudy sky.
It's
moody.
It kind of looks Halloweeny to me. So.
It does look Halloweeny to me, but
no, but it does
moody.
It is moody, yes. And Hogwarts stitching probably would look. I've seen a lot of Hogwarts patterns, and I'm thinking they would look pretty cool on this because it is kind of gloomy looking. Yeah. So that's one. I don't have a whole lot of new Stitchy Stuff, but I have some. So then I was on Amazon because I'm always on Amazon, like almost every day. Anyway, they have these bags. I'm using them as project bags. I mean, look at this. This is 12 by 15, and they're a metal zipper. And they have a package of 10. They have they have 5 colors, so there's 2 of each color. Okay. The metal zipper looks like it's going to hold up pretty well. It's a mesh. It's a see-through. You can see your stuff. It's not waterproof, but it is water resistant. So if you spill your drink, coffee.
That'll never happen.
I already spilled coffee on one of my projects.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. That's all right. It washed.
Okay, good.
So if you're like me and you spill the coffee, whatever. But look at this. It holds the 9-inch. Oh, this is not a 9-inch
No,
nurge.
it's like 13
this is
or
the
something.
biggest nurge they make, and look, it fits.
Nice.
Now I'm not really. This is my father's son project, which I'm not featuring as a whip because I ignored him this past
Okay.
month. I did other things. He got ignored, but I'll pick him up again. But look at this. So in the meantime, I can put him in here and keep him safe and keep him from getting spilled on or the bird pooping on him or whatever else,
Right.
you know. So I thought that is a really nice thing. And I mean, I don't remember the price. I sent you the link.
Okay, the link is down below in the comments.
Yeah, I sent her the link. I don't remember the price, but it's for 10 bags. And I mean, I spent a lot of money on project bags that are, you know, handmade. And then I got the material to make the project bags. And 10 bags was cheaper than even making it myself.
Yeah.
So sometimes...
Well, I mean, the point of the nice handmade ones is that they, you know, they matchy with your project, and they're really
and they make nice
quality
gifts and stuff. Right. But if you have a lot of whips, or you have a lot of finishes, or you have stuff you just want to protect until it gets framed, I like to just stick it in something plastic and put it away, and, you know, anyway. That's my new Stitchy Stuff.
Oh, that's all your new Stitchy Stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what else these bags might be good for?
What?
They would fit my shoes when I go camping. If you have, if you have like
That's a
a
good
bunch
point.
of kids' toys or something you got to organize, they would work for that too.
Okay.
They're good.
Yeah. Okay. So Stitchy Stuff. I got a bunch of Stitchy Stuff. So speaking of the dollar store, I went like the day before Halloween and got a bunch of stuff on discount. So these are Crafter Square die cut ribbon. So this one is, I don't know if you can see, spider web with spiders.
Oh, that's cute. I just noticed it was purple. I didn't realize it was spider webs.
And this one is spiders.
Oh, neat. You probably can't see them because they're on top of each other.
Yeah. And this one's pumpkins.
Oh, yeah, that one I can see.
Yeah. And
Cute.
then Michael's had some Halloween ribbons on discount. So I just got 2 rolls of this pretty sparkly orange ribbon. And so what I use these for, you can use them for borders, for, what do they call it? Like the...
Lace?
No, there's another word for it. I'll think about it. It's Hands-On Design uses that word all the time. Rick-rack.
Oh.
Rick-rack, you can use them for that. Or the sparkly stuff, I'll wrap around the hoop.
Oh, yeah.
And glue. I'll have to glue it on because it's ribbon. It's not washi tape. But.
You know what I did one time? I had a frame. I had a picture in a frame, and it looked a little weird because the frame was just a tiny bit bigger, and so I put lace around the inside of the frame, and it took up that little space.
Yeah, instead of like a mat board.
Instead of using a mat board, because the mat board was really plain.
But I'm thinking that for a Stitch in the Wild, I'm gonna do like a Halloween stitch, and I thought, you know, have something on hand I can use as embellishments.
Cool.
I also got fusible interfacing for inside my t-shirt project, which I will show you soon. I'm using DMC satin, so I think this will be really good to hold the stitches in place. I'm just a little bit worried about them slipping because the satin, is really slippery. I was going to use this for metallic, but I had to change my project, and I'll tell you why soon. Because I didn't want the metallic floss to like scratch on my skin when I wear the shirt. So, but this will be good for that.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
I know. I also got an acrylic ruler, so I will be using this to help me back projects in different ways, like with probably with like fabric and stuff.
Cool.
And I've been watching hands-on design tutorials, so we'll see how that goes. And then to go with that, I got this rotary cutter, so I can cut some fabric to size for whatever backing projects I want.
I use that when I'm cutting out the fabric for the project bags. And, and basically I use those when I cut out any fabric.
Yeah.
Because they're really good.
Yeah, it's more precise than
you can line up one of your metal rulers right on the fabric and just run it right along the side.
That's what this is for. Yep. And I already have the mat board.
The big one.
The big board that I can cut on. So that's all my Stitchy stuff.
Very nice.
Now we can move on to finishes. Do you have any finishes, Bridget?
I have finishes.
Of course, Bridget always has finishes.
Yeah, because I'm semi-retired.
Semi-retired.
Yeah, I might be working again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I might, well, part-time.
Okay.
We'll see. But
We'll see.
We'll see if that works out. But, yeah. So I made another one of these little guys.
Yay! Look at how cute is that?
It's beaded. So I guess there is beading in my future. What am I going to say? And this is, again, from the same one that if you saw the last Flosstube, it's from the Just Cross Stitch December issue 2001. And see, there's their version. And here's my version. Because I had bought a whole bunch of the hoops with a square of red Aida fabric. There was like a set of 12. And it came with 12 squares of Aida fabric, and I got it on Facebook Marketplace. And so I've just been going to town finding little patterns that'll fit into these things. And, they're going to make really nice little stocking stuffer Christmas presents. And I know exactly who needs them.
Oh, yeah. I have a couple ideas.
Mm-hmm. And then I made a few more cards.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen these yet.
So here's my birthday card. And then I don't know if you need to even see the inside. It's just stamped. It's not a big deal. But that's my cross stitch.
And is this paper?
Yeah, this is just paper. It's I got it in a package from Walmart, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, so I make cards with my mom once a week. And here's another one that I made with a little bit of Let's Party ribbon on it. And then here's another one that I made. And I matched it up with washi tape. I hadn't tried that before. So the orange with the washi tape, because I wanted to pick out the orange here.
Okay.
And the nice thing is that because I save all my little 2-inch squares, that these were actually a kit that I got. Actually, was it a kit?
No, it was a.
No, it was just the pattern.
On the freebie table.
On the freebie table at StitchCon.
Yeah.
And
these are Emma Condon. I don't remember what the name of the booklet is, but these are Emma Condon patterns, also known as Stitch Rovia.
And so now, and I just use leftover floss from other little kits and stuff to put them together, and you can use any colors you want. And super easy.
Yeah, they came out cute.
They do, and it's to put them on there, you just use the double-sided tape. The really thin 1/4-inch double-sided tape. Don't use glue because it'll ooze out through the holes.
Oh, yeah.
And be gross and yucky.
Yeah.
But a little double-sided tape, and they fit right on
like
there.
That.
And I think that's I see now more people doing that. I'm ahead of the curve.
Oh, what, with the double-sided tape?
No, with putting cross-stitch on cards.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, people that are card makers are coming out with these YouTube videos about how to do cross-stitch on cards. And I'm like, I've been doing that. Anyways, so now my next fully finished.
I haven't seen this yet either. This is
if
so
you are
pretty.
going to StitchCon,
oh yes,
weekend A, you may want to skip ahead.
Oh yeah,
because
you don't want to ruin the surprise.
This is my small,
or maybe you want the small,
or maybe you want it. I don't know. But it's a Halloween, and what I do is I got the pattern from Sarah, and
no, not this one. That's from Wild Violet Cross.
Oh, this is Wild Violet.
That's one. This is the Primitive Tarot, the Lovers from Wild Violet.
Wild Violet Cross Stitch, and then this one is her adaptation based on theirs. So there's the front and there's the back, and it is a little stitchy book.
Oops.
Yep. In fact, here's my project card.
Yeah. Okay.
And so what I did was I just put black felt on the inside. There is a little bit of cardboard in here. It's a cereal box. And then some more just regular black felt here.
Okay.
And it's a needle book.
Yeah.
And I just stitched it up around the side here. This is glued first, and then I stitched it all on. So, and so there's a little bit of, the cardboard keeps it stiffer.
Okay.
So it's got a little body to it. And
it came out really cute.
That's gonna be so I'm still waiting for you to finish yours.
Yeah.
I beat you to it. And the thing is, the fabric is Peanut by Bestitch Me, and I think it's perfect for this. It's got kind of like that old parchment look. Yeah. And I have enough to do another one.
Is it 14 count?
It is.
Or 16 count?
I believe it's on here. It's 16 count.
Yeah. Okay.
16
So
count.
14 count would be a little bigger.
Right. But I have enough fabric to do another one.
Ooh.
So I may do this again for Stitching in the Wild.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, it's gonna be a Halloween one.
Woo-hoo.
And I think, yep. Oh wait, that's it for my fully finished.
Okay.
So you have finishes.
I have a finish. It is not a fully finished.
Okay.
So also this is going to be my smalls exchange for StitchCon. So if you don't want to ruin the surprise, look away for a couple of minutes. Fast forward. But here it is. It's finished. Woohoo!
So cool.
So this is Summer Landscape by The Stitch Patterns on Etsy on 14 count white Aida in all the called for colors. When I bought the whole the package, I bought a bundle from the Stitch Patterns. This was also called Landscape 8. Now I was trying something new, something I'm calling cross stitch for perfectionists. So here's the back.
Look at that perfect back.
Because I'm a nerd.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, so you can't.
Someday you will teach me how to do that back.
Sure.
Someday you will do a whole tutorial on how to do a perfect back, right? Is that in the plans?
Sure, yes.
I hope so.
It is eventually. I just wanted to try it out and see if I could do it for like an entire pattern, which I did.
Amazing.
So it worked out.
Amazing.
It worked out.
So you almost can't tell the front from the back.
I mean, you can tell, but
Only because it's a little
there's
darker.
no like weird, there's no burying the floss, there's no like carryovers.
No.
No, yeah, I was able to hide everything, so.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so this is going to be for StitchCon because I figure there'll be fewer people from Florida at StitchCon than there would be at Stitching in the Wild. I figure Stitching in the Wild is going to be more locals. So I wanted to do something beachy. So I'm not sure how I'm going to finish this. I'm thinking about a hoop, but then I'm also thinking other stuff. So I don't know.
No, I like the hoop finish and put that bright orange on there because it would match the sky.
The orange glitter.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be Halloweeny.
Orange glitter.
Yeah, the orange glitter on a hoop finish. I think that would look pretty.
It's very orange.
Huh?
That's very orange.
It is very orange.
But anyway, so I'm gonna put this away. So, all right, if you are not watching because you don't want to spoil the surprise, you can watch now. Yeah, so that's my only finish.
Okay, I got a couple more finishes because I have more time. This is not a project bag. This is a bag that something came in that I bought.
Probably fabric.
And I reuse everything.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Oh, you did finish it.
I finished it. So this is this one. This was a kit. Whoops. That I got off the freebie table at StitchCon. I got a lot of mileage out of that trip.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what. Yep. And it says, please don't straighten the mess on my desk. You'll goof up my system. And I'm just gonna frame this. I know who is going to already.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm. And I'm working on one of my whips will be the partner to this one.
Oh, okay.
Because there were two kits, and they were kind of the same thing, and they came with all the
Same
yarn,
kind of theme.
they came with the material, the thread, the material, everything came together. So, people decide, life's too short, I don't want to stitch that. I'm like, okay.
This is a
I
finish.
will. This is also a finish.
Well, the stitching is finished.
The stitching is finished. Yes.
So exciting.
The stitching is finished. This is my shirt on with waste canvas. This is the Beekeeper. It is not Sue Hillis Designs. It is designed by Sandra Cox Vanestal.
The Bee Cottage.
No, it's the Beekeeper.
No.
Oh, the name. Oh,
the company is the Bee Cottage.
Yeah. Here's the.
There you go.
And it's great. And the reason I chose this because I am a beekeeper, number one. Number two, it's a woman. Hello. How many, oops, I must have hit my mic, sorry. How many patterns do you see with women beekeepers? I haven't seen any. This is the first one. So I saw it, I bought it. I'm like, I gotta have that. And then I did sign it and date it on the bottom. And I did it big enough so I can actually see it.
Date the other one. I'll have to do that. I always forget.
I know you do.
Anyways.
Now the thing of it is, it did come with the buttons. This is 8.5 stitches to the inch, and I wanted it big enough.
It's
because
waist canvas on a t-shirt, because I don't think you mentioned that before.
I did, but that's okay. Yeah, it is It's 8.5 inch waist canvas. So I did use 6 threads. So I used the loop start because I used 3 and folded them in half. But you'll notice that the beads that came with it are for the flowers are just a little on the small side because they were meant to go on 14 count. So the idea of the buttons, I think what I might do is take these off. You put a seed bead on over the top of it, and then that anchors the flower part down.
And the seed bead is the center of the flower.
And they do look a little out of proportion.
Small, yeah.
They do look a little small, but I'm fine. I can take these off because they were put on separately. I can take these off. I can replace them with buttons. I can add little seed beads to the top of the buttonholes too, so that you're adding them but not making them look like a button. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I can use these, put them back in the pattern, and use them for another pattern. I could make another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could do it, on say 16 count or something, and make it small enough. Yeah. Because, that's really popular. That would even make, and I'm thinking about maybe doing that instead of another needle book for another small
exchange. Yeah.
For another smalls exchange, or maybe it'll be, I don't know. But yeah, I think the beads do look a little small on here. I wanted to try them out just to see. So whenever you finish, I'll be ready. I'm not taking this apart until she's done, because it's for a tutorial. If I can let the cat out of the bag.
Is that your last whip?
Is that my last whip? No.
I mean your last finish.
Oh, that's my last finish.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna move on to whips.
Go for it.
I might not be done with my t-shirt for a while because we're working on a tutorial about how to stitch on a t-shirt. And rule number 1, don't let the dog eat it. So the dog ate my cross stitch.
The dog ate my homework.
The dog ate my cross stitch, you guys.
Look at this.
Ah!
That's why I was laughing.
What?
But you know what? Hang on a second. Let me see this. This is the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, I was chatting with some stitchers online, and they were saying, looks like he didn't eat the actual cross stitch, and you might be able to salvage that
You can save this. You can cut this.
Yeah.
You can put what do you call it? Fabric.
Fray check.
Thank you. You can put fray check around it, and you can actually sew this
onto something else. Yeah.
You could save the stitching.
I could.
Yes.
I could.
You know what it is? He ate this.
So we're thinking that the water-soluble canvas might be made with some kind of product, animal product.
That smells like food.
That smells like food, maybe? Because it smells starchy.
Well.
So that's what he went for, and then he
chewed
There's like
the
a
shirt.
hole in the... Oh, wait.
It's beyond repair, as far as that's concerned. But I think you can save the stitching.
What? There's not...
I know, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
That's why I was laughing.
I'm so
it's like
mad
I'm not
because
laughing at her. I'm laughing at
I finished all
this.
the cross stitch and I only had back stitch to go, and it was so this is Luna Moth, sorry.
Right, by Joan Elliott.
And it's part of the Bewitching cross stitch book. So this is what I had stitched so far.
And it looks great.
Yeah, it was coming out really nice. Part. So I set this aside and I said, fuck the dog. I'm going to start another project. So I did. So I started, this is what.
And I'm only laughing because this is something that would happen to me. Okay. I spilled coffee on my stitching. I accidentally cut one time.
I had thrown this in the garbage, and then Mom was like, no, you should save it and show people.
Mm-hmm. And I'm laughing because this is something that would happen to me. I cut the fabric too short. I've actually been putting waste canvas on a shirt and sewed through both sides of the shirt. Oh yeah. I mean,
I've done that.
And that's why I'm giggling.
I've done that. So I started working on Nope in a blue flower wreath. This is a Notorious needle pattern. I think it's called Nope in a blue flower wreath.
So original.
I know, right? I'm bad with the names. And I decided to put on a white t-shirt, and so this is how far I've gotten. This is how far I've gotten so far.
Mm-hmm. So you've gotten pretty far.
Yeah. Well, so this has a third the number of stitches as the Luna Moth. So I figure I hopefully, knock on wood, I'll get this done by next time, and then we can finish up the tutorials. So this is the one that I'm using, all satin colors. So I'm not using the exact called for colors in the pattern because I wanted to try the satin floss by DMC. And I don't know that the effect is worth the trouble because it is troublesome to use.
Can you tell that it's satin?
Only if you look really close.
Well, does it feel like satin? It feels a little different.
Yeah.
Than regular cross stitch floss.
A little bit different.
Yeah, it feels a little smoother. So it might be worth it on a shirt.
I think so. Here's my opinion of this so far. It's a bitch to stitch with, just like metallic. You have to use similar tricks. You need to make your floss shorter. You might want to put wax on the edge or thread conditioner on the edge because it frays something nasty. It's really easy to split the floss. What is my hair doing right here? It's bothering me. It's really, I don't like this.
Where's my scissors?
It's really easy to split the floss when you're stitching. And I'm using a blunt tip needle to stitch this t-shirt, and I really should be using a pointy one, I think. But I went with the blunt tip because I keep splitting the floss, and I don't like doing that. I don't like coming up like in between the fibers of a single strand of floss. So that happens a lot with this. And then what's also happening is as I'm stitching, the edge of the waste canvas, the water soluble canvas, is not smooth. So there's a smooth edge here. You can tell that's how they made it with the manufacturer. And then this edge is cut. It's not smooth. So every time I stitch, I have to make sure that any extra floss doesn't get caught around the edges. So
it actually catches the floss?
It's terrible. And then it doesn't just catch it.
Oh, I see. It's really ragged right
but
here.
Because because the floss is so fibrous, for lack of a better term, it's almost like wool. Like it's tiny, tiny little fibers all twisted together.
Okay.
It snags.
Okay,
so the whole thing snags.
I would suggest that you
trim it. Fuck it, I'm too
trim
far.
off all these little bumps that stick up.
I thought,
and it will be smooth.
I learned how to stitch on it. So when I pull it up, and I go to pull it down, I just make sure that all the floss lands inside the hoop as I'm pushing it down.
And doesn't come around the side.
It doesn't like.
That's too much trouble for me.
Well, it is kind of a pain in the butt, but only because of the medium that I'm using. If I was just stitching on regular fabric, it would be fine.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to show you one thing about this as compared to that.
Oh, well, okay. We'll be doing one of those too.
Yeah. You see the bees?
Oh, yeah.
The bees are over 1.
The bees are over 1.
Right. So if I couldn't have done this pattern using that.
You can, but it would not have been very neat. So the lunar moth ended up, Luna moth, you said Luna moth.
Luna, yeah.
Lunar moth. The Luna moth has a few like half stitches, quarter stitches right here. Like,
okay. And you managed.
Put your face out of the picture and then focus. There we go. Can you see?
Get rid of your face. So quarter stitches.
To focus. So there's quarter stitches there. So all I did was I pierced it with a pointy. And it was very easy to pierce.
Okay.
But if you pierce it in the wrong place, they don't quite line up right? Because there's nowhere to quarter stitch on this.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the advantage of the.
But the reason why I thought that would be okay with the Luna moth, I went ahead with it, is because everywhere that there's a quarter stitch, there's a back stitch that goes over it. So even if you're kind of off, what happens with the back stitch is it'll cover it, or even if it doesn't cover it, the human eye will fill it in as an illusion. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's whip number 1. We'll see how this goes. I've been very, very careful to close the studio door when I leave and not let the dog in without supervision. I mean, does he chew stuff? Yeah, but he's never chewed my cross stitch before. That's just weird.
The dog ate it.
So far, he's only chewed things that are like dirty socks and shoes, like all dogs, or like anything that smells like food.
And I always thought the dog ate my homework was such a lame excuse.
A dog ate my cross stitch. Where's my phone? It's under stuff.
Pandemic.
Yeah. So
That's next.
I worked a little bit on Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. It's huge. This is what it looks like finished.
How many pages is that? Like 24 pages?
I think it's 22. And then this is what I have so far. Oh, here, let me take the clips off.
Well, show them the clips.
Oh, I've got.
No,
these.
I mean, show them how you're using them.
Oh,
because it's.
So I'm stitching this in hand. It's a little big, but I'm using the clips to roll up both sides.
Yeah. So whatever she's not stitching with, she's got it rolled up, and the clips are holding it.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
It's working. Oh, this is upside down. So this is what I've got so far. Dun, dun, dun. It doesn't look like a lot at all, but what I stitched on this past time was I'm almost done with the capital motif, the January 6th.
Down there, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this
because before you were stitching up here.
I had stitched up here, yep.
Yeah, you got this, and you found the corner.
I found the corner, so now I'm going down to
find the other corner.
I am going down to find the other corner, and then I'll continue working right to left. So this is the January 6th motif that I found in the Long Dog Pandemic Facebook group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I made some changes to it because I liked having a little bit of the embellishment on left and right rather than just the capital like in starch contrast. I don't know. Maybe I'll fill that in.
Starch or stark?
Stark.
Okay. Starch contrast.
Words.
You're having a good day. That's okay.
Stark contrast and then January 6th, 21.
Well, I think it's evident that it's a Capitol building.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty.
But the other ones, they had filled in all these little bits and I left it open.
And you have the date on there too.
Yes.
I didn't, yeah. Looking at the screen, I couldn't tell, but when I look at this way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very neat. Very clean.
Yeah.
The 1/1 is.
This is, oh, right. So let me go through all of that.
Nice. Yeah.
So this is 25 count Lugana by Zweigart, and the color is called Edinburgh. It's like it's a deep ivory.
Mm-hmm.
It's an off-white. So 25 count. I'm stitching 1/1 in my own colors
without a magnifying glass.
I sometimes use a magnifying glass. I bought readers.
So my question is, stitching 1/1, there are no quarter stitches in this.
No, there's no, yeah.
Because you couldn't, I don't know how the hell you would do a quarter stitch 1/1.
Well, you'd have to split the fibers. And that's, you need a pointy needle. You can't do that with a tack.
Yeah.
I do still sometimes find myself splitting the fibers on accident, but I wouldn't want to try and do that on purpose. It's hard. So anyway, so that's all I did, just that. And I stitched a ton on the Luna Moth, which is now destroyed.
But it can be saved. I look forward to see what you do with it. My challenge to you is do something with it.
All right, we'll see.
You could even stitch it on.
We'll see. I'm gonna have to finish the outline, but
yeah, you could do the outline, but you could sew it to, say, a kitchen towel, a tote bag. You could even sew that as on another shirt.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. It's weird because it's full coverage. It would be weird. It would like pucker.
You could make it as a patch on a jean jacket. You could use it as a patch on jeans.
Yeah.
You didn't grow up in the 70s. We patched all of our. I had a pair of jeans that was nothing but patches and a crotch and zipper.
Okay.
All patches.
Didn't think you'd hear the word crotch on a cross stitch channel. Thanks, Mom.
I keep telling people I'm the comic relief. She doesn't believe me. Anyway, no, but you could put it on a pair of jeans. You could put on a jean jacket. There are things I want to see what you do with it.
Maybe I do. Maybe I will finish it, and that'll be like this.
If you have ideas for her, what to do with the Luna Moth?
Yes.
I think she can
Okay. What should I do with it to save it?
Yeah.
So here it is once again. Here's what
save the moth. Save the moth. What should she do? I think she can still save it.
I think once I soak it, it'll be less crumbly once I get this off.
Because that's where he salivated.
Yeah,
and so it's
covered in doggy slobber. This is just nasty. Just nasty. All right, that's my whips.
That's your whips.
All right, Bridget.
Oh, that's right. I still have whips.
You do.
Okay, I do.
I
was just so entertained by your whips. Anyway, so here is the other companion piece that I got at StitchCon. That's what it's going to look like. And I didn't say who it's by.
This
and
reads,
I do have...
a messy office is a sign of character. You should see the character who works here. It's very cute.
I do have, it's a Kappie design, Kappie.
Okay.
I have the thing somewhere. Oh, sorry. Anyway, this was another freebie from... Do I still have a needle on there?
Freebie table?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh, you're terrible.
I know.
How do you put them away like that?
Because this is why I'm the one that the dog would eat my work, okay? I'm the one that loses the needle. Everything happens to me because I'm just not that careful. So that's what I've got done on it so far. All that brown, yeah, that was definitely Netflix stitching. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of something.
I bet.
Yeah, I don't even know what I
Snore.
watched. It was fine. But it's okay because I don't mind, So that's my one whip. So this is what I was working on instead of stuff I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
What stuff are you supposed to be doing?
Well, the patterns that I bought at StitchCon and things that I have set for myself. I had planned to finish the Poinsettia Santa. I had planned to work more on Father Son. Did I do any of that? Not much. Not much. But I did work on the Poinsettia Santa. I finished the poinsettias up here,
pretty.
and I outlined those, and those are outlined in garnet, and I started to outline the poinsettias down here. And as I'm outlining these, I'm finding where I missed a stitch here and a stitch there, because there's a bunch of little confetti down here that I missed. And so I'm finding them and filling them in as I'm doing the outline. And that's generally what I do with confetti, because otherwise I don't really see it. So, so he's almost done. I just have to backstitch all the rest of it. I backstitched
it's only
his
backstitch
hands.
now.
Right. I backstitched his hands, and I backstitched the poinsettias. I'm working on these. I did these already. And then I just have to do
his cute little
can.
face.
I did his face. So the backstitch that I've done is the stuff that's in a different color, because there's like, I think 3 different colors of backstitching.
Okay.
So I did the backstitching in the odd color, and then I'll do the main backstitching in the main color. And then, because they're finished, I'll just show, this is the other 3, in case you didn't see them before, but I'm sure you did. That's the Cookie Santa. That's the Stocking Santa. That's the Poinsettia Santa. And now I've almost got 3 down, and that means I've only got 7 to go. But this is going to be a long table runner for my dining room table. However, it is not going to happen for this Christmas.
What?
Yeah, no. I may not be working at the moment, but there's still not enough hours in the day for me to finish 7 of them in time for Christmas. Not and keep my sanity anyway, because I like to work on other things at the same time. But I do find that using these big fat clips to keep them in place so that I can work on it without the whole thing, unrolling and giving my dog a chance to eat it. You're going to live that down?
Yeah,
never. But anyway, so there's my Santa, and this is, and each one has a little charm. So this guy has a little poinsettia charm.
Well, where does the poinsettia charm go in the
Well, they
pattern?
have it hanging on the basket.
Oh, okay.
But, I'm going to be me. I'm going to put the poinsettia charm wherever I want to. But I haven't put the charms on yet because I want to wait till they're done.
Yeah.
And then there's some with a charm, some without. So I'm going to go online and find a charm, or go to Joann's or whatever and find a charm
for each of them.
That fits each of them, right. So that's this one. And who designed these? Oh, Sue Hillis. Of course. Next to you, one of my favorite designers. And that's the only stuff I've been working on, because Yggdrasil is in timeout.
Oh, no. Still?
I've lost
the mojo.
You've lost that love and feeling. I've lost the love and feeling for that pattern. Sometimes it happens.
Sorry.
It's okay. I got to put this back where it was.
That stinks.
I know, but you know what? Maybe
I'm
it'll come
loving
back.
my Yggdrasil. I did work on it, but you can't tell because all I did was cross half stitches. So I'll show you later.
I learned a new word though.
What's that?
Well, I was seeing some post on Facebook, and it was like all the different things that cross stitch, all the different cross stitch specific
terms,
language.
Yeah.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable. SABLE. Let's see if I can remember what it stands for. Stash. Excess. beyond life expectancy.
Oh.
Stash accumulated.
Accumulated.
Stash accumulated beyond life expectancy.
Okay.
I definitely have a sable.
I see. I understand now. Oh, that's a little sad.
Well, I have patterns that I'll probably never get to.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about, I had all those subscriptions to cross-stitch magazines, you know, and I bought what I would make maybe one pattern out of the magazine, you know, or maybe none. I've got tons of them. So yeah, but no, it's okay because it means that I will never run out of stuff to do.
Okay.
And that means that there's not enough time to work on projects that I've lost my love and feeling for. And maybe Yggdrasil will come out of timeout one of these days.
One of these days.
Yeah. So, do you have any plans?
I do. I still haven't started Santa's workshop, but I do definitely want to start it for December. Isn't it pretty?
It is pretty.
And this is Celebrations by Leisure Arts. This is issue 1. I can't find a date. It's 1989.
Oh yeah, 1989.
But this is the first issue.
Yep.
Yep. So I do want to start that. And then I want to finish Nope in a blue floral wreath on my t-shirt so we can work on that t-shirt tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do want to pick out whatever Halloween-y pattern I can do for the gifts exchange at
The smalls.
the smalls exchange at Stitching in the Wild. And I haven't decided. I was thinking I might do something out of the divination stitchy box, maybe. Since I have those patterns.
Right, and it is you want to do a Halloween theme.
Yes, I definitely wanted to do a Halloween theme, and maybe I can incorporate, you know, these pretty ribbons that I got. Yeah, so that's my plans. How about you, Bridget?
Well, my plan is I've got more fabric and I've got more of this see-through stuff.
Oh, the vinyl.
The vinyl. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Words.
Words.
We both have this issue, right? So I've got more fabric, more vinyl, and more zippers, and I plan to make a few more bags. And I had this brilliant idea. Should I tell them about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it's brilliant. You may not, but whatever. But I am a person who likes to bobbin.
I do
okay?
too.
So
I
I'm a
prefer bobbins.
I'm a bobbinator.
I tried the floss drops, and I just don't like how the floss gets all tangled up. I don't want to have to braid it.
Yeah. So I had made this project bag from a pattern I found on Etsy, and if you want to see more about that, then go back to previous Flosstubes and you'll see it. And it holds the bobbins, the bobbin pockets, but they are a bit of a you know what in the
pockets
in the you know where to sew.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, because I made yours with the stretchy lace, and I was thinking, what if I put some nice heavy duty fusible interfacing on the inside fabric here, right? And then I could put stretchy lace across here and just seam it like 1.5 inches in places. And then the bobbins will just fit behind the stretchy lace.
And they would be held by the elastic of the lace.
And they would be, and this would be tight enough because it would have the fusible interfacing, which this one, it kind of does, but it's not thick enough.
Okay.
So I would use heavier fusible interfacing.
Okay.
And then I would make one that would do both. It would be a project bag and it would hold my little bobbins.
Yeah.
Because right now I have my bobbins on a ring, and every time I pull the ring out, all the little strings are hanging off the ring.
I'm not a fan of that either.
No, I spend more time putting those little strings back on, you know. But so I'm thinking, that might be the next generation project bag innovation.
Okay. Project bag with bobbin pockets.
Yeah.
Well, not pockets, but like
Bobbin holder.
Bobbin holders.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I have her. I snagged her stretchy lace again, and I'm gonna see about doing that.
All right. So that's plans.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us for this Flosstube. After the last Flosstube, there was Halloween, and now there's going to be Thanksgiving in the United States, and then all the winter holidays. So, speaking of Thanksgiving, stop by the Notorious Needle before November 29th. So it runs through the 28th to catch a sale if you're interested in any of the patterns that are listed there. And until next time, have a wonderful, beautiful holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate. We celebrate Yule and Christmas, so blessed Yule and Merry Christmas and all the other holidays.
I'll celebrate anything.
Yep, I celebrate Hanukkah with my friends and
Yep.
Anytime to get together and eat.
It's all fun.
Anything for a party.
Exactly. It's all fun.
Well, until next time, stitch on.